everyone, it's Danny and today's video is just going to be this autumn winter inspired makeup look. It's just got a really cool tone smoky eye with a little bit of purple and taupe in there and a really nice simple nude lip and some sort of bitten cheeks, and I really like this. I'll be wearing this a lot in the autumn winter. I will be doing some more autumn winter makeup looks, some with sort of dark red lips, some with plummy lips and things like that, so do look out for them and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so I'm going to start off with base and I'm going to choose my favourite foundation at the moment, which is the YSL Teint Touche Eclat foundation, and I have the shade BD50, and I'm just going to be applying this with my beautyblender sponge. So I pump a bit onto my fingers and then dot it all over my face and then just blend it out. Okay, so that's that all blended out, and I don't think a nice dewy base is just for the summer. I think they're great all year round, and especially in winter really, because that's when your skin is most dry and dull, so it really does perk up your complexion and make you look a lot nicer. And then next for concealer, I'm going to be using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is also my favourite concealer at the moment. It just really does cover up everything. It's not like a really heavy, thick concealer, but it does just manage to cover up everything you want to cover up without being cakey. You also can't really feel it on the skin. You can obviously feel that you have makeup on, but it's not really like heavy and thick. As you can see, it has really good coverage and it just really brightens your under eyes and it doesn't crease at all. And then next I'm going to set that with the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot powder. Using a translucent powder just means that it won't really get rid of the brightness, it will just set it in place. Whereas if you use a sort of coloured setting powder, it will sort of dull it down a bit. And I don't like to powder all over, so I just put it on the areas where I need it, so like around my nose, and a quick dusting on my forehead and my chin. Next onto brows, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Brow Sculpting Pencil. I have the shade Dark Brunette, and I absolutely love this. At first when I got it, I didn't really love it all that much, but now that I've been using it again, I really do love it. It's just so quick and easy, and it just gives you really nice defined brows without being too much. You can make it look quite overboard with this because I have quite a dark colour, but I can also make them look quite natural. I'm going to focus more on the outer area because I'm going to be doing a quite smoky eye, and I don't really like my brows to be too dramatic when I wear a dramatic eye as well. Okay, so that's one eyebrow done, and I'm just going to do the other one off camera because obviously you've already seen one, and I've just made sure not to do the front too thick and square and bold. And if you'd like to see an updated brow routine, then I'll definitely do that because my old one is quite old and I do my eyebrows quite differently now, so let me know if you want to see that. Okay, so that's that, and I've just tidied them up a little bit with concealer because I made a bit of a mess, but I basically just filled out the outside and then filled in the inside a little bit and made sure it wasn't too full. And then next I'm just going to set them with my MAC brow set, and this is in the shade Show Off. Okay, now I'm going to do the eyes, so I'll zoom you in. Okay, so you're really zoomed in, and I'm just going to start off by applying this colour, which is Satin Taupe, and I'm going to apply it all over the lid. And I'm just going to use a Real Techniques base shadow brush for that. Okay, so that's Satin Taupe all over the lid. And then from the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, I'm going to take this shade, which is Faint, and apply that into the crease. And then before I blend that, I'm going to apply Sketch into the outer corners. And this is just a really lovely dark purple colour with a little bit of shimmer in it. And then this really needs blending, so I'm going to take my MAC 217 brush and blend it all out. And then once this is pretty much blended, I'm going to take a little bit more of Faint from the Decay Naked Basics palette and take that under the lower lash line, only about half the way in. And then I'm going to take the Sketch eyeshadow from MAC again, and I'm going to take a little bit of that and just press that into the outer corner a little bit more and onto the lower lash line a tiny wincy bit. And then blend again. And then on this eye, I always do this, I have no idea how, it always goes really low, so I just take some tissue and wipe it away and then touch it up with concealer. Okay, and then like I said, I go in with a little bit of my concealer and I just put it on a Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush, and I just sort of touch up the edges, but I may have made some mistakes. Okay, and then now the eyeshadow's done, I'm going to move on to mascara, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline 1x1 Volume Express Mascara. And I'm just going to be applying that to my top lashes. And I'm then going to apply mascara to my bottom lashes using the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. So that's the eyes done, and now I'll zoom you back out. Next I'm going to apply a tiny bit of bronzer to warm up my face, and I'm just going to be using the NARS Laguna bronzer. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques blush brush. And I'm just sort of applying this to the cheeks. I'm not really applying it as a contour or on the high points, I'm just applying it on my cheeks to warm them up. And then for actual blush, I'm going to be using the Sleek blush in Flushed, which is a really lovely autumn colour. It doesn't come out this dark, but it is just a really nice reddish pink berry shade. And I'm just going to be tapping that off so that I don't apply too much. And I'm just going to be applying it to, I don't know, the high points of my cheeks and dragging it a little bit onto the apples. And I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush again. And then the one thing I do find with this blush is that you do have to blend out the edges afterwards, so I'm just going in with my powder brush to just sort of blend it out so it all flows nicely and there's no sort of harsh blush lines. Okay, so that's the blush done. I really do like it. It just gives your cheeks a really nice bitten look, which is perfect for the autumn and winter. And then I'm going to be applying a tiny bit of highlight, and I'm using the Kevyn aucoin Celestial Powder in Candlelight, and I'm just using that on a MAC 130 brush because it's really small, and just applying it literally to the high points. I'm not going overboard. Just like that. And then finally on to lips. And then for lips I'm going to be using my favourite nude lipstick at the moment, which is NARS Toledé lipstick. This is just a really nice pinky nude. Because of the smoky eye, which is quite cool toned and purpley, I didn't want to do too much of a bold lip or anything too warm, so I thought this lipstick would be a good choice because it just adds a little something to your lips without being too much. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the kind of thing I'll be wearing a lot in the autumn and winter when I want to wear a bit more eye makeup rather than a bold lip or something like that. I will be doing a couple more autumn/winter makeup tutorials because I really do love autumn and winter makeup because there's so much more you can do than summer makeup, and I do like experimenting with different tones a bit more. So like this video if you liked it, and comment with some of your favourite products or looks to wear in the autumn and winter, and all the products I use will be listed in the down bar along with all my links and everything. Subscribe to see more of my videos, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!